Okay, so now we are looking at another tool in your tool belt to solve for sales and discount prices. But again, we are still leaning on information that we have already stored in our brain. We're going to be working with setting these up in a more algebraic sentence, something that we might be able to like punch in a calculator if we're at a store or if we're shopping online, or something that is a little easier for us to just jot down in a number sentence form. But we're still working with the same concepts, right? Our discount is still how much you save, and we're going to lean on something we have already covered, that we are going to be working with percents, and we know how to turn a percent into a decimal. We're going to divide by 100 or utilize Dr. Pepper, move our decimal place back to place values, and multiply by the original price. So if we see down here, right, the same item that we saw before on our previous notes page, a TV for 125 bucks, it's 30% off, and we're not going to do anything fancy. We're going to turn our our percentage into a decimal, move it back twice. We can even get rid of that zero on the end. We're going to remember that of mathematically tells us to multiply. And then there's our original price, 30% off of $125. We're going to determine what 30% is of 125. What part of 125 represents 30%? So 3/10 of 125. We do the math work, we already know how to multiply with decimals, and we get 37.50, and that's how much we save. So we have our cost minus how much we save, our discount, and then we determine that we are going to pay $87.50. Now, what is awesome about having these tools in your tool belt is you can use them when it's most efficient, all right? Sometimes this method isn't going to be as efficient as setting up a proportion or thinking about it like fractions. But again, it's a tool in your tool belt, and it's going to be there for you to determine when it's going to best be utilized. All right, here we go. 25% off of $400, the original price of this hoverboard, right? Is that what they're called? All right, so again, translate it. 25% becomes 25 hundredths of means to multiply. 400 is just 400. All right, so we are going to work it out. Now, I love working with numbers that end in 0, because if I have 25 hundredths, I'm just going to multiply by 4 and have my 2 zeros hang out over here, because just like when I multiply by 100, when all you do is add 2 zeros on the end, I am just going to multiply by 4 and then add my 2 zeros on the end afterwards. So 0, 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 gives us 10. We are not going to save $10,000. That would be absurd. That's more than the actual cost. So we have to remember to take into consideration our place values. So we are going to save 100 bucks. So to figure out how much we're actually going to pay, we'll take our price tag minus our discount, and we're going to end up paying $300. Again, translating your sentence, making sure that you understand what you just solved for. We solved for the amount that we're going to save, so we had to take that last step. All right, we've got some more tacos and a 40% coupon. We are just going to translate it. We have 40% off of the original price, which was $8.50. So 4/10 of means to multiply. We keep our $8.50, and let's determine how much we save. All right, so we're going to set up a quick little multiplication problem. $8.50 times 4/10 0. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry 2. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 2. Whoops. There we go. 34. All right, we are going to save $3,400 on our tacos. Unreasonable. We are going to remember we need to take into consideration our decimal place values. 1, 2, 3. We are going to be saving $3.40. Is that how much we're going to pay? No, that's how much we're going to save. So we need to figure out how much we are actually going to pay by taking the original cost, $8.50, minus $3.40. And we're just going to subtract. There is nothing fancy going on here. We're going to pay $5.10. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so your choices, right? We've learned how to solve these using a proportion table. We've now gone back and realized we can utilize how to solve for sale and discounts by translating our English to math and setting it up to solve more algebraically. But ultimately, it's your choice. What are you more comfortable with? What makes more sense to you? And honestly, what's more efficient? One of these may be more efficient just depending on the scenario.